particularly perfect. You're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, could last on the planet deserted. That's the word, like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like a small medical home. The biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last laugh like the band play as you walk up stage empty-handed. And I'm taking home America's next top model back.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
On the road and hungry for a win against the Western Conference rival, the San Antonio Spurs are ready for this one to get started. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Taking a look at Minnesota, they have been riding the bottom end of the middle of the Western Conference, 11th place right now.
And this has been a problematic matchup for them this season. They've come up empty in each of their two previous encounters. They'll need to find some answers here tonight.
You know, they don't want to go down 0-3 to these guys. I can guarantee you that. And because of that, I think we're going to see a tremendous effort from these guys today.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with David Lee, and it's Dedmon in at the center, filling out the middle. On defense, San Antonio. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Dunn passes to Levine. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. Poked away. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Now, here's Parker. He had 10 points in the win against New Orleans. They set the pick. Right side, Leonard. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake, and with his floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively. defensively.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Parker. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Outside, Green hands it from downtown.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Timberwolves trail by 3. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. Spurs on defense. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set. They didn't even try to go through that one.
Pass to Dedmon. Back to Parker. Puts it up from 12. Another one falls for San Antonio.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Here's Dunn, coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Here's Towns. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Wiggins with it. Leonard picks him up. Just 5 to shoot. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Bertans, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Here's Dunn, covered by Parker. Clock at 4. From downtown. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Now, here's Parker. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. Number 1, the Spurs.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Here's Dunn, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Now the pass to Parker. There's the pick. The tip in on the offensive rebound. Lee's got his first bucket of the night. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, is getting in the passing lanes. They've been active with their hands, feet have been in good position, and they've come up with a lot of steals. That's making a difference here, too.
Now here's Parker. Dedmon kicks to Lee. Wiggins with the rebound.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
At the top of the key, Towns. To the inside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rubio's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Gasol's checked in. Now Parker. Lee sets a screen for Parker. Kicks to Gasol. From the high post. That's tipped. They recover it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. And it's Hill in for Maniunas. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Rubio. That's now 8 points for Andrew Wiggins. Parker outside. Parker double teamed. Down low. Lee passes to Bertens. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Dishes it to Levine. Parker with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Way to stand his ground. He set his feet and took the full force of that charge right in the middle of his chest. That took some courage.
Pass to Levine. He feeds it to Wiggins. Parker with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Levine dishes to Rubio. Pekovic with a screen on Parker. To the middle. Poked loose. Hill. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on David Lee. The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
For Minnesota, Jordan Hill.
Free throw dropped for Hill. Mills, who's checked in for Parker. Both free throws good from Hill. Spurs have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And here's Mills. An 11-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Now here's Rubio. Feeds to Hill. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Lee with the block, and they're able to recover. San Antonio's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. The 2 open that time made it look too easy. Rubio with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The dish to Pekovic. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
They have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had some really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Spurs making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Here's Levine. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Pass to Bertens. From outside the arc. And finished off by Gasol.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft. I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
In their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock him down at the same rate, and that hurt him.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Anderson with the block.
His touch is disappointing. Appeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Good looking screen by Gasol. And Mills kicks to Gasol. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Ooh, a forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, with a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often.
Yeah, you know, he just appears to lack an edge at times in this game. I mean, he can be too passive and reluctant on the court.
Here's Levine after the basket by San Antonio. And that one's good. Pekovic.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's Mills, and there's the feed to Gasol. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 14. The shot no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Puts up the baby hook, and Wiggins with the nice bucket inside. Wiggins has got 10 points.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now here's Anderson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He kicks to Mills. Launches it. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs out in front, leading by a point. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive, guys, on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
On the floor for San Antonio, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Anderson. Then it's Tony Parker. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Simmons in at the 2.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his third foul of the game.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Monteunitas is checked in for Hill. Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Rubio kicks to Monteunitas. They now take the lead. Monteunitas has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Timberwolves. San Antonio trailing here. Now here's Anderson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 1.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Rubio. Here's the screen. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Dunn misses. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. from a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
It's a close game here in Minnesota. A stupendous finish in traffic. Dunn's got 5 now.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Oniunas passes to Wiggins. Here's Oniunas. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first foul. He's checked in for Tony Parker. Rubio outside. Here's Towns. The shot will not go.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Murray kicks to Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. His third foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Rubio outside to the paint. Here's Towns, and it's blocked. Leonard attacking. He dishes it to Anderson. Green against Rubio. Now the pass to Wiggins. Here's Murray. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Murray's got his first basket.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively, and this lead, I think, is headed up. You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And stolen by Wiggins. And that misses. That would have put him up. San Antonio leading. Leonard attacking. Comes up empty down low. Kicks to Oniunas. Leonard with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Finishes the break with a slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal. And then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Spurs leading by 3. Wide open look. That's good on the jump shot. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
Running it right down their throats. 3 straight buckets in transition.
Yeah, and they're paying the price right now for the lackluster defense. For me, that's inexcusable.
Wiggins outside. Kicks it out to Rubio. Oniunas sets a screen for Rubio. 4 on the shot clock. Leaner from distance. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's...
Whoa! And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Minnesota calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Minnesota making some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Montiunas, and Levine subbed in for Dunn. San Antonio also making some changes. David Lee checked in for Leonard, and it's Mills in for D. McGee a screen. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Off the pick. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Levine's got his second basket of the game. Spurs leading by 5. Lee a screen on Rubio. And Mills kicks to Lee. Lets it go from 11. It's deflected, but he recovers it. Green inside the three-point line. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Green's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Here's Levine. Inside. Here's Towns. Here's McGee. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Mills. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Minnesota making a switch. Hill's checked in, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now Mills with the shot. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Wiggins outside. That's good. Wiggins has got 12 in the game.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Here's Lee, and that one hits back iron. Timberwolves trail by 6. Green with the block, and they're able to recover. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And yes, sir, that one drops. Mills has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Pick up by Hill. Here's Wiggins at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
San Antonio calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Timberwolves trail by 7. 1:36 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. Parker kicks to Gasol. Beyond the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Rubio against Parker. Rubio outside. 5 on the clock. Pekovic with the screen for Rubio. Step back shot. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Here's Simmons. Back to Lee. Here's Bertines. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rubio with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Lee, a screen on Rubio. Parker kicks to Lee. Power down with both hands.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to...
And so we wrap up the first half. Spurs lead by 10. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
All right, thank you, Kevin. And Tony, you guys came into this tough building on the road and put together a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 steals. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Well,
that wraps it up for halftime as the game is just about to get going again.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
how about Wiggins in this one? 16 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Moniunas out there with Towns, and it's done in at the point guard position. And that's the group starting the second half for Sam Mitchell.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Timberwolves. Now here's Parker. Tight defense on him. Out to the right wing. Leonard draws the double. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Here's Dunn, covered by Parker. There's a screen by Moniunas. Here's Dunn. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
No good on the second free throw. Spurs leading by 10. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Lee, a screen on Wiggins. Leonard attacking. Outside, Green. The three-pointer, no good. Minnesota with the ball. Pass to Dunn, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs ball. With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. Number 1, the Spurs.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Screen by Lee. Parker double teamed. The three from Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his third rebound on the night.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Green against Wiggins. From 11 feet away. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Wiggins has got it back down to within single digits for Minnesota. There's Green with the three, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one. Minnesota calls timeout.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Levine, guarded by Green. Here's Dunn. Knocks down the three ball. Dunn's got 9.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Leonard attacking. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
Hey, you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. Oh, wow, 4 or 5 to start the half, coming out on fire.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Here's Dunn. 11 points in the game. Looking for Motiejunas. He gets it there. Here's Levine. Wiggins with it. Now Green defending. 5 to shoot. In the corner. Motiejunas with it. Towns with it. Working on Lee. Levine gets to Motiejunas. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Dishes to Levine. Motiejunas passes to Towns. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Minnesota. Then for the Spurs, Anderson, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Green kicks to Dedmon. To the middle. Here's Leonard. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here's Dunn. Shoots from the right block. Kicks it out to Wiggins. To the wing right side. Here's Dunn, covered by Mills. Goes back up. Levine dishes to McGee. And good on the basket. Book it.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
Yeah, but they've got to find a way to convert those extra possessions into points if they're going to come back in this one.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Dunn, covered by Mills. Dunn shot is good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Inside, here's McGee. Shot is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Leonard, the pass to Mills. He feeds it to Dedmon. Now the dish to Mills. Nobody near Leonard. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Just not happy with how this team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Hill, he's checked in for Towns. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Wiggins. There's the pick. Hill. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
San Antonio leading by 10. Here's Simmons. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Boom! He jams it straight down.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Hill with it. Leonard picks him up. Anderson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Pekovic is checked in. Here's Levine. And the three ball is good. Levine's got 7 points in the game.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Simmons. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Pekovic with a screen. And it's Rubio penetrating. And Pekovic kicks to Hill. Feeds to Levine. Inside. Fires from the line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's 15 points for the General.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And he gets it to go.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And let's take this break to recognize some of the league's small forwards that have been on fire at the charity stripe for all of the past month. Kawhi Leonard on top.
And that means he can afford to be very aggressive as a slasher because of how proficient he is at the line.
And, you know, if I was coaching him, I'd tell him to stay greedy trying to get to that line. As a matter of fact, he would never be able to satisfy me with his free throw attempts because I'd always push him to get more. And what a game for the General. He has 17 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Pass to Levine. And he banks in the layup. Levine's got 9.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
San Antonio calls timeout.
All right, fans, that was your Timberwolves dancers. Let me hear it.
Spurs leading by 7. And there's the feed to Gasol. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And the Spurs making a change here. Bertin is checked in. Pass to Rubio. Pekovic with a screen. There's the triple. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Dunn.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Gasol, a screen on Rubio. Mills can't hit.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
The tray. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
McGee just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
1:07 left to play here in the third. Anderson dishes to Simmons. Gasol wide open. He fires. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Rubio, the pass to Dunn. And Rubio kicks to Bekovic. Pick up by Hill. Here's Levine. Points in the game so far. Pick up by Hill. To the middle. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Rubio. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And it's now only a 1-point Spurs lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Anderson dishes to Gasol. Hits it from 3-point range. Gasol's got 13. Minnesota's gotten all 4 of the 3-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Here's Dunn. He's got 20. And he gets it to go. Dunn's got 22.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the Spurs. They lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle. Timberwolves trail on the floor for San Antonio. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Pau Gasol is out there with David Lee, and it's Bertsinus in at the 3 spot. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Minnesota's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins to tie it up. That's short off the rim. San Antonio's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Parker. The baseline jumper goes down. Parker's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Spurs.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
There's a screen. Levine kicks to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. There's no luck. Spurs leading by 4. Here's Parker. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Rubio against Parker. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Lee outside to the paint, knocked away. Stolen by Rubio. And now Minnesota on the fast break. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Rubio having a good one. He has 8 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Spurs. San Antonio leading. And here is Parker. Screen by Lee. And Parker, here we go. Good D by Rubio.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Dedmon. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Count that one. Unis has got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Over to the left wing. Here's Levine, guarded by Green. There's a screen by Unis to take the lead. Rebound San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside, Green takes the 3. They get it back. Here's Lee, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent GA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Parker passes to Dedmon and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And the first one drops.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Rubio with it. There's a screen. Now here's Yunus. Back to Rubio. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Yunus. Rob. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And it's blocked. They recover it. Green left side. Once again. Off the mark by San Antonio. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And it's Rubio penetrating. That's good. Rubio's got 4 this quarter.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half.
All right,
much better execution offensively.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Thanks again, Doris. And that one's good. Parker.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
There's the pass to Yunus. There's the pick. He dishes it to Towns. To the inside. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket for Yunus.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Rubio against Parker. Parker double teamed. Up top, Leonard. The Spurs need to get a shot off here.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The Timberwolves have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Now Rubio kicks it to Levine. Pass to Towns. Fades and shoots. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Wiggins drives in. Rubio in the corner. Bullseye. Rubio's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Leonard with a screen on Rubio. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Dunn, he's checked in for Minnesota. Spurs also with the sub. Mills, who's checked in for Parker. Lee outside. Dishes to Leonard. He feeds it to Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The dish to Wiggins. And he gets the bucket. Wiggins has got 22 points.
Seems to me as though they've kicked it into another gear here. I love the way they're moving the ball around now. Everybody's touching it, and everybody's ready to pass and catch and shoot.
Picked by Lee. Here's Green. Feeds it to Mills. Lets the 3 fly. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 5th foul. Spurs making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Here's Here's Levine. And Gasol sends it back. And they get it back.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Green dishes to Mills. Towns with the steal. Here's Levine, headed by Green. Dunn passes to Towns. And the rejection by Leonard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Passes to Mills, takes a three, and that one's good.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
And the Timberwolves call timing. They're trailing by 5. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dunn, covered by Mills. Now the feed to Towns. From down in the low post, it goes.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Outside Leonard. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Green inside the three-point line. Adiunas grabs the miss. They kick it out to Green. And stolen by Wiggins. To the left side wing. Now here's Towns. He's covered closely. Rebound San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. There's the screen. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Leonard attacking. 4 on the clock. Deadman. Money!
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And the Timberwolves call timing. They're trailing by 5. 26 seconds left in the game. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 7. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dunn. Kept alive, Minnesota. Past Ingles from the arc. And McGee kicks to Ingles. Takes the 3. And Begovic gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before, but it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the